Right.
Okay, action.
Hello, I'm Gordon Chesterman, one of the college tutors here at St Edmunds, and probably one of the first people that you'll meet on arrival here at the college. There are about 20 of us, and each of us look after a number of students when they arrive here at St Edmunds. We're not connected with your course. We'll be from a different department, a different degree discipline, so you may find your college tutor as a computer scientist, a paleontologist, an archaeologist, or an engineer. And our job basically is to be there right from the start to make sure that you settle into college well. There may be questions or concerns you have about finances, accommodation, timetabling, where to buy a bike, all these sorts of things, and we as college tutors can help point you in the right direction. Then, during your time here at St Edmunds, you will hopefully have a wonderful time. You'll know what you're doing, why you're doing it, who you're doing it for, and when you're doing it. Yes, I've been here at Cambridge now for well over 20 years, and the beauty of the place is, I think, the variety of the university as a whole. And whatever career interest you've got, whatever hobby or interest you've got, there are plenty of places to go, whether it's in the performing arts, music, culture, museums, libraries, and as a student here at St Edmunds College, you're entitled to visit all the university-wide departments and gain those opportunities to extend yourself, not just in your academic studies, but also you as a person, and follow those dreams by visiting museums, taking part in orchestras, sports events, and so on. And interestingly, here at Cambridge, quite a few of our students actually follow their hobbies, their interests, and turn it into their career. And this isn't on the back of their exam studies, it's on the back of their time in the footlights, the ADC, and putting on performances, getting public acclaim for those, and developing it as their own career. Oh, my most favourite thing being here at college, and I've been a fellow now for a good 10 years, I think is the variety of people. And there's a map outside the bar here with a pin for every country represented by one of our students. And I don't think there are very many countries that haven't got a pin firmly pressed into them.
Hi, I'm Judith Bunbury. I'm a senior tutor at St Edmunds College, and I look forward to welcoming you here. My role is Head of Education and Welfare for the college, so I coordinate the group of tutors and teachers who will be coordinating your studies. I'm like many of the other tutors, I'm not always in Cambridge because I have research elsewhere. And my research is in Egypt, mostly in the Sahara Desert, looking at climate change through time amongst the archaeological communities there. I first came to St Edmunds as a postdoctoral research fellow 23 years ago, and within a week I found that this was my home and I've never left. As you can see, we have beautiful gardens at St Edmunds, and yet we're right at the heart of the medieval city and all the activities, restaurants and theatres that offers. We hope that when you come to St Edmunds you will enjoy being part of our global family and that you enjoy everything that Cambridge has to offer. So one of the nicest places to escape in the afternoon is to the Fitzwilliam Museum, with vast realms of art, and nobody knows where you are, so it's nice and quiet. So one of the things that characterises St Edmunds College is the diversity. So we have around 560 students. They will be on all different kinds of courses at all levels of study, and you will become part of that global community with people studying every different kind of subject, and that's part of the greatest educational opportunity, is the education you find from yourself, from your peers at St Edmunds. So much of the fun at St Edmunds is created by the students themselves. They organise the things that they want to do. But there are also more formal occasions, things like formal dinners, May balls, seminars, discussions, and the sky's the limit. You can organise whatever you want to organise, and we will do our best to facilitate you to do that. One of the things we've been developing at St Edmunds, because we have so much space, is the arts. So we have students who've directed plays and put them on in the college, students who have formed an art society and have been painting mostly in oils. But we have student garden, where the students have been growing vegetables and herbs, and indeed they often put a call out on the Facebook page for people to come and eat the vegetables, even if they haven't grown them. Just at the moment, because of coronavirus, we've had to close the canteen, but fortunately all our households have a kitchen where you can cook independently or even cook together and socialise. And at the weekends it's very common for groups to offer food from their own culture to their friends, so that they can explore different kinds of cuisine.
Hi, my name is Martin Thompson. I'm the Director of Admissions here at St Edmunds. I've only been in this role less than a year, but I'm really enjoying my time here so far. St Edmunds, as you might be aware, is a college which admits mature undergraduates and postgraduate students, and it's my job to assess all of the applications as they come in, and for undergraduate applicants to interview candidates for admission as well. So if you're an undergraduate applicant, I'll be one of the people who interviews you, along with the other fellows and directors of studies of the college. I like Cambridge because it's a city, so it's got a lot going on, but it's also quite compact and small and nice and green. So there's lots of things to do, lots of walks you can take. You only have to walk out of the city centre 20 minutes or so, and you'll be in open countryside. My favourite museum, so I did zoology when I was at Cambridge, so my favourite museum is obviously the Zoology Museum. You can see some of Charles Darwin's specimens there, lots of really cool animals and insects. And the university museums are just cool in themselves because they form part of the teaching and learning environment for the university. So students would have supervisions, they'd have small group teaching around a specimen in the museum. In addition to being Director of Admissions, I'm also a tutor. So a tutor is a member of the fellowship, but not from within your subject. Their job is to ensure that the kind of holistic rest of you as a student is looked after, rather than just your academics. They're also here to make sure you're coping, you're happy, you have enough money, and that you're making the most of all that Cambridge has to offer. So they're kind of your first port of call. If you aren't sure or you don't understand something, or if you need particular help with something, the tutor can help.
Hi, I'm Philip McCosker. I'm the Vice Master of St Edmunds College. I'm also Director of Studies in Theology and Philosophy of Religion, and I'm also Director of the Von Hugel Institute for Critical Catholic Inquiry, a research institute here in college. So the main way I come into contact with students is by being Director of Studies. And so a Director of Studies is, if you like, the academic anchor of your student experience in Cambridge. It's a long relationship which starts even before you arrive, almost a year before you arrive, when you have an interview with your Director of Studies and others. A relationship then flourishes when you arrive in Cambridge, and your DOS, as we tend to be called colloquially, is the person who will arrange all your supervisions, have termly, more than termly meetings with you to see how things are going. We'll meet at the end of each term to go through reports. We'll work out what to do in your second year of studies and sort of craft a programme of studies throughout the whole time you're in Cambridge. One reflection I have is that the fellowship is, from the point of view of students, an untapped resource, largely. So you have fellows from all over the world doing all sorts of different disciplines with a whole host of life experiences, and they want to talk to you, they want to engage with you. Again, it goes back to being proactive. Just stop and talk, say hi to a fellow and ask them what they do and what their interests are. They all want to engage and take advantage of that. The thing I end up saying a lot to my students is make sure you're proactive. Studying at university is different in many ways from studying at school. And one of the key differences is that you need to be proactive yourself. If there's an issue, speak to your DOS, raise it with your supervisor. Don't let things lie, because terms are so short and intense that if you leave 2 or 3 days ago, it can have a real big impact. So always be proactive. And the other thing is, which is on my mind at the moment because of exams, is always answer the question set. It's amazing how many times people do not do that.
Hello, I'm visual one, but call me Print, and I'm from Thailand. This is my first year here, so I'm here to do a PhD in chemistry, and I do climate simulation and how volcanoes will affect the climate. So I really like the scenery here, and yeah, I really enjoy walking around town and seeing different colleges and their lawn and everything. That's really nice. and walking around the college itself is really nice. We have a lot of wildlife. The cleaners, they are really friendly. So yeah, when I came, they really helped me with all the luggages, and from time to time they really checked out if I'm like going to work. Yeah, that was really nice. They were very friendly. I also eat in the dining hall, and yeah, I made a lot of friends there. I feel really awkward to try to blend in, but then that wasn't the case. Actually, like the dining hall served as a very good place to like show up and tell people that yeah, I'm new here. Yeah, and also there is a common room or the CR where people just gather around and talk, and that's also where I try to like be part of the community. When I first arrived, so my tutor contacted me and we had a night chat in the college cafe. Okay, so I know if something like goes wrong. Okay, there is one tutor I can contact.
That's brilliant.
That's nice. And yeah, and there's also the college nurse, which well we kind of she's really lovely. She like check in with me like from time to time. I would say like colorful. Yeah, because people are from like all different backgrounds. People speak different accent of English. Since people are from like very diverse background, there are a whole lot of stories to be heard, and it's really fun.
So my name is Emmanuel Adosowate. I come from Ghana. I'm a PhD student here, specifically the Institute of Criminology. You get help if you need. You can always go to the Porters Lodge, and the help is not limited only to the college. You know, there are some help that might be outside the college. For example, in your faculty or department, you can go to your supervisor and please use your hall tutors. You know, they are there for you during lunchtime or dinner. You have the opportunity of interacting with people. Or sometimes some are a little older than me, i.e. about 60, and overwhelming majority are in their 30s. And so the discussion has this transgenerational perspective that draws on wide range of experiences. It's been a wonderful experience here at the St. Edmund's College. I'm almost 50 years, but I still fit in so well. Now I play soccer for St. Edmund's. I play football. I used to play for the University of Ghana for my Legon Hall. And the last time I played football was 1994. And so after the game we were talking, and I was telling my friends, my teammates, that you know the last time I played soccer was 1994. And some of them were like, wow, you know, 1994, I was just born or something like that. And I said, yes, that is the last time I played active football. Brilliance in terms of the people we meet, brilliance in terms of the flora and fauna. Because this is the first time I saw foxes and deers, not too often. Brilliance in terms of specifically birds. You have the squirrels, you have the flowers, the diversity of flora and fauna added to the humans, the warmth of the human being, and then the concentration of the buildings. Brilliance, par excellence. And because there are so many things that brings us together. And for St. Edmund's, it brings you much more together in amazing ways.
Hi everyone, my name is Silvia. I am final year PhD student in archaeology, and I'm really enjoying it, and I also enjoy the freedom that the PhD gives you, because you don't have to follow any class, so you can actually pursue some additional interest in your field and connect with people that do slightly different things from yours. So your PhD is not necessarily only your research, but there are also other opportunities to engage with the public and the department and the college, which is always like interested in listening about your research and share your interests. What I really enjoyed of this time in EDIS has been the sense of community that we create, and the fact that everybody is always available to help you, have a chat, and just really interested in what you are doing. And this is great, especially if you, like me, come from Italy, and so you're quite far away from your home. During this period I was part of the rowing club. You know, you find great teammates and you have just an amazing time rowing up and down the camp. You will have the chance to still pursue your interests and share them with others, because everyone in college is always very happy to, you know, to gather and just try new things. The college is amazing. It's not one of the oldest college, but this is actually a plus because your room will be warm. I don't use the dining hall too much because I live in one of the studios in Mount Pleasant. Also, I have my own kitchen, but I do enjoy going to Foremost. I like the fact that you never feel lost because everything is quite close and there are a lot of things you can do. And it's just nice because it's very green. So if you like cycling like me, the path along the river are just beautiful, so I think you will enjoy it.